Freedom Walk is one of the official events of the National Cherry Blossom Festival, and now it is my pleasure to welcome again this year's chair of the National Cherry Blossom Festival, Mr. David Moran, to say a few words and to introduce the National Cherry Blossom Festival Goodwill Ambassadors who have joined us here today. Mr. Moran is the Area Director of Operations for the Ebbett, the Hamilton, Clyde's Gallery Place, Chevy Chase, and at the Mark Center, the Tombs, and 1789 restaurant. Welcome, Mr. Moran.
Thank you, Katie. Made me sound like a busy guy. Before I present my remarks, I'd like to echo what Ben said. A big thank you to David and Martha for this really amazing event. This is my fourth and final year as chair, and I got to be very honest. I was certainly aware of the history of the camps of World War II, but I was not aware of this memorial and the dedication of the people who would do everything to keep a day like today happening. And I'm just so proud and moved to be part of this. So I just want to say thank you again to David and Martha for everything they've done for keeping this tradition alive, and proud to be part of the festival and our partnership with it. So, the National Cherry Blossom Festival is proud to join the National Japanese American Memorial Foundation in this meaningful tradition. Our missions are deeply connected. Both of our organizations exist to remember and honor and to build. We remember the past with honesty. We honor those whose lives shape the course of our nations, and we build a future rooted in friendship, understanding, and peace. The cherry blossoms themselves are a symbol of that commitment. When Japan gifted these trees to Washington, D.C. more than a century ago, they were more than a diplomatic gesture. They were a promise of goodwill, of cultural exchange, and of enduring partnership. Every spring when the blossoms return, they remind us that renewal is possible, even after the most difficult chapters of history. The National Cherry Blossom Festival is proud, once again, to continue to honor the gift of trees, expanding the celebration beyond the tidal basin to downtown D.C., all 8 wards of the city, and into the region. On behalf of the NCBF Board of Directors and staff, we invite you to be part of this annual tradition. Please join us today on the grounds of the Washington Monument for the Blossom Kite Festival. It is a perfect day to fly a kite, by the way. Join us for the Bloom Fest at the Tidal Basin, now located on the south lawn of the Jefferson Memorial, as the festival continues for 2 more weeks. We are once again featuring Petapalooza at the Navy Yard next Saturday, April 4th, and the final weekend with the National Cherry Blossom Festival Parade marching down Constitution Avenue on Saturday, April 11th, followed by the Japan American Society of DC's Sakura Matsuri Street Festival. The Matsuri will be held on both Saturday and Sunday. There are so many more free events, exhibits, and demonstrations in between, and many showcasing Japanese art and culture. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce this year's festival, National Cherry Blossoms Festival's Goodwill Ambassadors. These young adults have been selected to serve as cultural liaisons and represent the festival at official events. They currently study or have studied the Japanese language and culture. Their role during the festival is to engage with our visitors and our youth outreach programs. We have Lily Wynn from Georgetown University, Abdullah Abdulaziz from Howard University, Adina Marie Norwood from Georgetown University, and Tomo Nozaki from Georgetown University, who will make a few remarks himself.
Good morning, everyone. Can everyone hear me? Perfect. All right. Good morning, distinguished guests. My name is Tomohiro Nozaki, and I have the honor of serving one of the 2026 National Cherry Blossom Festival Goodwill Ambassadors. Our mission is to share the deeply history of the cherry blossom and act as cultural delegates of the program. We help strengthen the friendship between Japan and the United States through cultural exchange, community engagement, and education. This year, we have a total of 7 ambassadors from schools in the region, including Georgetown University, American University, St. Olaf College, and Howard University. Today, I am joined by 3 of my fellow ambassadors, Lily Wynn, Abdullah Abdulaziz, and Adina Marie Norwood. Now, the memorial stands as a reminder of a difficult chapter in American history, when over 120,000 Japanese Americans were forced from their homes during World War II. Standing here today, I don't just think about what happened. I think about what it means for us now, how we respond to moments in history, and how we treat one another, and how we choose to move forward. For me, this is deeply personal. I have lived across different countries, spending much of my life in Mexico, continuing my journey here in the United States, and soon beginning my new chapter in Japan. Through these experiences, I've learned what it means to live between cultures, to listen, to adapt, and to connect. And that is why I chose to become a Goodwill ambassador. Because I believe that understanding doesn't happen automatically. It is something we build intentionally through everyday interactions. Now, the story remembered here is not only one of hardship, but also of resilience. And that resilience reminds us that even in moments of division, there's always the possibility to rebuild through empathy, through connection, and through trust. And trust, in Spanish, confianza. In English, trust. In Japanese, shinrai. Now, the Goodwill Ambassadors will be at the Blossom Kite Festival, taking place today at the grounds of the Washington Monument. We'll be making friendships bracelets, so we hope you can stop by and enjoy the kits and make your own bracelet with us. And we'll be at other events as well, so please say hi to us if you see us there. Yeah.
I will.
Thank you, and happy cherry blossoms.